Hey girl, welcome to the Feminine Founder Podcast, where we're all about learning and growing professionally so that we can build a life that we are proud of and really love. My name is Caroline, and I'm a social media marketing expert, obsessed with teaching female entrepreneurs how to start, grow, and scale their personal brand and business online. This podcast is all about sharing our stories and learning from each other on how to navigate our professional journey so that we can live our best lives. So if you're just starting your entrepreneurial journey, or if you are growing and scaling an epic company, you are in the right place, friend. All right. I want to come on the podcast today and talk about something that has been the game changer for me and moving the needle in my business and with this podcast, with everything I've been doing, my personal brand, and that is the power of time blocking. Yes, you've heard about it. It's not a new concept. We've all heard that time blocking works, but time blocking really has been the game changer in everything that I've been doing. And I actually started time blocking back in my former recruiter headhunter days. I would time block at that time 2 to 3 hours in the mornings, and I would go do my LinkedIn DMs to the potential candidates that I was recruiting, and I would stay in that time block and I would not come out of that. And so what that would look like is I would turn my phone, I would turn it over. So I can't look at the screen. I can't see any text or anything coming through, calls. I would also shut my email down and make sure that my email notifications are not coming through. So I was 100% focused on the task at hand during that time. And for me, what works too is give myself micro goals during those time blocking segments. So for example, in my recruiting days, I would say send out 50 messages an hour or talk to at least 10 candidates. Now in my marketing journey, I time block, especially my mornings, because you guys, I know myself and I know that my energy is best and I'm more on in the mornings than I am the afternoons. After lunch in the afternoons are good for admin tasks or whatnot, but for critical thinking or actually stuff that's going to move the needle in my business, I try to focus on time blocking in the mornings, okay? So now time blocking in the mornings looks like I'll separate out an hour or 2 hour time blocks, and I'll do the exact same thing. I'll turn my phone off or turn my phone over, shut my email down, and I'll focus on the task at hand. And again, I give myself goals. And I don't give myself a ton of goals, but maybe 2 or 3 goals I'd like to accomplish in that period. And maybe you're sitting here thinking, listening to this podcast, and you're like, I don't have time to time block. I have elderly parents. I've got kids. I've got chaos in my house. I've got carpool. I've got a business, customers, whatever, fill in the blank. Okay. So if the mornings are not a good time for you to time block, that's completely okay. But look at your calendar, look at your schedule and see exactly when you have an hour that you could set aside to be completely focused on your business or moving the needles towards your goals. And even if you're like, man, I didn't accomplish that much in that time block period, or I had to break the time block because of family emergency, that's okay. Give yourself grace. We all have those things coming up. We all have life, all the things. But really, time blocking and staying focused over the years has really moved the needle. And I will say too, don't beat yourself up. It doesn't have to be these big accomplishments that you do in these time blocks. You can be doing small things. Maybe it's sending out 3 emails to potential customers. Maybe it's sending out 3 DMs to people who you'd like to have on your podcast or you'd like to connect with for lunch or whatever. And over time, as you do this, it's the power of compounding really sets in. And the power of compounding is a really big thing. You guys listening to this, you know this. We talk about this with money, but the same thing goes with compounding with time and with task. Is the little task and the little steps, the little actions that you take, they end up, it's like a snowball. It ends up ending up in these small actions end up with big results. And it may not happen overnight. It may not happen tomorrow or next week or next month, but it will happen. You just have to keep doing it. And that's the hard part. And that's the game changer. And that's what sets the high achievers apart is they are the ones who actually stayed in the game. That's the exact same thing that happened in this podcast. Yes, podcasting is time consuming. Yes, is it work, but it's really something that I truly do love. And the game changer and what's propelled it to where it is now is I just stayed in the game. I just stayed doing it. And time blocking, I set aside time for my interviews. I set aside time for my tech. And I just kept doing it every single week. And if I was in a busy season of life, maybe got vacations going on, holidays like we have coming up or whatnot, I would make sure to batch my content. So when I'm feeling good, when I have high energy, I would time block podcasts to record, and then I would just drip them out over the weeks upcoming. And so that's a way I've been able to continue to show up online consistently. And that is what has worked for me. And the time blocking, I'm telling you, is the game changer because I'm actually able to be focused and intentional and take action during the time blocking segments. And so everybody, we all have the same 24 hours in the day. Like my time is not different than your time. Your time is not different than Tony Robbins' time. Tony Robbins' time is not different than Sarah Blakely or Jesse Itzler's time. Like we all have the same 24 hours in the day. It's just how are you going to allocate them? And even if you don't have time daily to allocate towards moving the needle in your goals or your business, take 1 hour a week and do it, okay? And time block, set aside 1 hour in the week where you can set aside time to move the needle in your goals in time block and treat that time so sacred. Don't let anyone distract you. Don't let anyone take that time away from you or interrupt your time, and protect it and start seeing the game change because it will. And micro planning in those time blocking segments has really been the game changer. And if I can do it, you can too. Okay. So that's all this podcast is about today is time blocking, the importance of it. Make it a priority. It will be the game changer for you and your business. Trust me. So thank you for listening. I appreciate you. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and review this podcast. I appreciate you more than you know. Until next time.